Hello, Cougar Academy Algebra 2, and welcome back to 6.4.1. This is another lesson that's mainly review. How do you multiply polynomials? So it should go pretty quickly, pretty smoothly, and you should do just fine. All right. So find each product. Basically, remember that things like distributing are coming back into play. So we're just going to distribute 5 to 6n, since 30n, and 5 to negative 7 is minus 35. Bada bing, bada boom, you're done. Next up, so they'll start to get a little more challenging. Remember your exponent rules. This is end of the first, end of the first. So when we distribute, it is 12, and we would add the exponents squared, and plus 24n, and then you're done as well. Okay. Next up, binomial times a binomial. Let's see if you remember FOIL. You need to remember the FOIL process. If you don't, that's okay. Remember, FOIL means you multiply the firsts, which are n times 7n. So 7n squared. Then you move on to the outers. N times negative 6 is negative 6n. And then you move on to the inners. Negative 5 times 7 is negative 35n. And the lasts are the last ones here. Let's see. So negative 5 times negative 6 is positive 30. Combine the like terms. Negative 6 and negative 35 is negative 41. And we have 7n squared. And we have plus 30. That is what you end up with. Okay, FOIL. So good old FOIL, it's back. This time with some more variables. Same process. First, 15x squared. Outers. 5 and 3 is another 15xy. So x and y, they don't really combine. They just stay as one thing. Minus 3xy. Okay, those are our inners. And the last, minus 3y squared. So just an introduction of some new variables. 15x squared plus 12xy and minus 3y squared is what you should end up with for that particular FOIL problem. Only a few more examples here. Other key things to remember. 6n plus 2 squared. Okay, so remember, this means to do 6n plus 2 and 6n plus 2. Write it twice. Okay, do not just distribute the 2. I don't want to see, oh, it's just 6n plus 2 and you distribute. No, do not. Don't do it. Don't do that. Write it twice and then use FOIL. 36. n squared, outers plus 12n, inners plus another 12n, and lasts plus 4 leaves us with 36n squared plus 24n plus 4. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, really the same idea with 6. So again, just re-emphasize, write it twice, 7x plus 4. 7x plus 4, and FOIL. 49x squared, okay, plus 28x, inners plus another 28x, and lasts plus 16, 49x squared, 28 and 28, 56 I do believe, but always double check if you're not positive, and 16. And there you have it. So squareds, write it out twice. Last examples, just remember the idea with a binomial times a trinomial is you need to take each number and distribute it 3 times from a binomial. So the first part, a times 8a, is 8a to the third. Then we have 2a squared, and then we'd have a negative 8a. Repeating the process with the next parts, the negative 7, I like to again write them underneath so everything's lined up. Negative 7 times 8, 7 times 8 is negative 56. a squared. So notice my a squareds line up. That'll make it nice for us. Minus 14a and plus another 56. Add down the columns, so 8a to the third. 56, negative 56 plus 2 is negative 54a squared. 14 and that there, negative 22, 8, so negative 14 minus 8, and then plus 56 leaves you with that result. Double check, I went through very quickly, so 8, 20, or 2a minus, okay, 56, and I think we're all right. Last example, similar, very similar problem. Sometimes it scares students that it's backwards. You could feel free to rearrange it and have the 2x minus 5 first, and then the 3x squared minus 7x minus 4. Or you can just, I don't know, just distribute backwards, kind of. Take 2x times 3x squared. That is just going to be 6x to the third. Then to the negative 7 minus 14x squared. And then to the minus 4 minus 8x. And then repeat. Negative 5 times 3 is negative 15x squared plus 35x. Be careful with the negatives, multiplying two negatives together, and plus 20. Okay, there's other methods. Really just kind of pick one, practice using it, and it really should be, like I said, review for you, which is nice. We'll get into some other new stuff, of course. But take these easy lessons as they are. So that is 6.1, mainly 6.4.1, part 1, mainly review, but nice stuff. Check out the practice problems.